So I am Ahmed Tijani, Mr. Crate of the World, St. Mary Crate, St. Paul's Crate, Orpington, Bromley Borough, BR5, BR6, Crate of the World. Yes, the introduction has changed because Ollie Thompson's daughter told me I have to stop swearing, so I will no longer be swearing. We are joined here. I need to double check because I feel like there has been a name change, yeah. So
yes,
previously you were Callum Stewart and you are now Callum the Spartan Edwards. Welcome
that's
to
the
MMA
one, that's
TV
the
Live.
one.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Can we? I'm good. Can we know what is the reason for the name change?
Well, I had the name of my dad, and I've been looked after by my stepfather for my whole life. And then recently, my missus gave birth to our first child, my little boy. He's 4 months old. So before that happened,
congratulations.
I wanted him to carry the surname. Thank you, bro. So yeah, it's Edwards now. He's my dad. So I want to pass the name down to my son.
Listen, I love that. I said to myself, I want to know what the story is behind that, but that's actually beautiful, man. I actually love that.
Yeah, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Nah, I love that. This is beautiful stuff. So talk to me now. So I think, what's the fight you've got coming up?
So there was a bit of confusion behind it. I was meant to be fighting for the welterweight K1 title. He pulled out about 2-3 weeks ago. Then I couldn't find a fight. They were going to try get me to box.
Who was your opponent meant to be then? Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, we just cut out for a second. But yeah, who was your opponent meant to be for the K1 title?
It was meant to be Wes Crane. He's 7-0. He's the current welterweight champion.
Yeah, no, I know Wes. Wes is good. Wes is good. He's proper.
He's good. He's a good fighter. He looks good. It looked like a really good fight, but unfortunately he had injuries. You know, shit happens. But yeah, luckily enough, a few days ago they found me a replacement. So I'll be fighting at 78 kilos, which is where I walk around at. So I'm not weight cutting. You know, it's quite nice. I can eat what I want. With like obviously having the baby 4 months ago, my world's been turned upside down, bro. So I thought I'm going to give MMA a rest. I need to work on my wrestling and my grappling, and then have a few K1 fights. It's my bread and butter. I can have some fun.
Yeah, no. So in terms of that as well, especially with you talking about having a kid recently as well, is it more relaxing just mentally? Not obviously, of course, K1 is difficult as well, but when you're thinking of all these different things, sorting out your MMA training, sorting out your jiu-jitsu training, sorting out your wrestling training, all of these different things, you've got to make sure you get time in with the little gloves. You've got all of these different things, try and keep yourself healthy, as opposed to just focusing on one martial art for the entire camp. Has that been better on you physically, mentally, altogether?
Yeah, definitely mentally it's been better. I mean, physically, I feel a bit worse, bro. When you're sparring stand-up all the time, your shins are battered. It's constant. People are going for your head, for your body all the time. I get a little rest on the ground sometimes, bro, or against the cage. It's quite nice.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more, obviously, I fight pro MMA now. I'm 2-1 and one no contest. I'm not looking to continue into pro K1. I'm not looking to make it a thing. I don't want to continue into that. But if the fights pop up and I like them, I will have fun. I love doing it. I love striking. But whilst I don't have the time to fully commit to training 2 times a day, day in, day out, it's better for me to fight K1, enjoy it, find that passion, that love, you know, and then go back to MMA later in the year when my little boy's a bit older and I've spent a bit of time with him.
Okay, nice. Now, do you know what? You spoke about your record being 2-1-1 in MMA. Now, like, this is super random because online there's like I have no information of this year, but very randomly a friend of mine was like, oh, you know, like I was at the show and blah, 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 etc. So I think your last fight was against I've got to look this up here because I'm gonna butcher this dude's name. Yeah, I think Hassan
Hassan
Neri Galetsi. Yeah,
Yeah.
Galetsi, and I think it finished by like a no contest. So what?
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't know any information. So like, what happened in that fight? If you don't mind talking
I
about it.
mean, yeah, of course, of course. To be fair, it started off. He's huge, bro. He's massive for the weight class, and I used to be.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm a bit bigger now. I've bulked up. I'm walking around at about 80 kilos, but I used to walk around about 74, 75. So the cut to
yeah,
featherweight was easy. That man walks
yeah.
around at 84. I don't know how he got to 66, but he did, bro, and he
L-
felt
I,
massive on
I,
the night.
I, I worked with him in security, and then when I heard what the weight class that he fights at, I was like, "That is wild," because that's a
Yeah,
big
bro.
dude.
Yeah, bro. He's a big guy, bro. He's a big guy. So we started off, we exchanged in the striking. I thought it was going all right. He got me against the cage. I felt how strong he was. I mean, he landed a few shots in the clinch, sort of with like this part of his knuckles. Obviously, in the MMA gloves, they're
Yeah,
open, and my eye blew up straight
yeah,
away. I was like, oh shit! Like
yeah,
from that far out, he's hit me, and I've gone.
yeah, yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
oh shit. He wrestled. He took me down. I got back up. He then took me down again, and I don't really know what has happened. I've seen it from a few angles. I was getting shots as he was on top of me, and then there was a few hammer fists. They hit. The ref called it as a no contest, so they hit me to the back of the head, and that's what
Okay.
it got called at. So he stopped the fight, but because some of the shots hit me in the back of the head, the ref called it as a no contest. Now, I don't really care what the result of that fight is. I know I didn't perform. That's all that matters to
Yeah,
me, and the fact that I didn't perform is
yeah,
obviously a bit of a wake-up call. The fact that, Hassan, I think his next fight's going to be an Octagon, which is a huge promotion.
yeah, yeah,
And if I want to stand toe-to-toe with the likes of those people, I can't be walking around at 74 and he walks around at 84 and we
yeah,
fight in the same weight class. So the past
yeah,
few
yeah,
months, I've been bulking up. I've been working on my wrestling. I'm going towards getting my purple belt in jiu-jitsu. That's my next aim.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I learned a lot from that fight, even though the outcome was pretty shit. It is what it is.
But do you know what it is? I feel like that shows a great sense of maturity for you, especially because you kind of looked at the fight and was like, listen, regardless of the outcome, I didn't perform how I wanted to. And instead of just kind of sitting and dwelling on it, you said, you know what, I'm actually going to take steps to address the areas that I felt like I wasn't able to perform in as well. And then also still maintaining competition by saying, while I focus on these other things, the area that I feel strong in, I'm still going to compete in there. Because sometimes, regardless of what you're competing in, competition is competition. Going in there and exchanging with someone one on one is a big thing. And the more you do it, the better you are in those situations. So while you're focusing on the other aspects of martial arts, you're still keeping your competitive fire going and your juices flowing. So I feel like it's a smart way of dealing with things.
Yeah, bro, 100%. I agree. I mean, especially fighting at my natural weight now. Like I said, I've walked around at like 74, 75 for years.
Yeah,
The cut was easy to 66, and now I'm a bit bigger. I want to fight people without cutting weight at 78, at
yeah,
80, 77, feel the power, get into some fucking scraps, K1s is standing toe to toe. I want to do some jiu-jitsu competitions, and then I work my way back into MMA at the end of the year, have a big, 2024 and go from there, because I don't feel like I've been able to put on a true show in MMA. Yeah, I'd like, first round finishes. It's not what I want. I want all 3 rounds. I want a war. I want to go toe to toe with someone. I want to have a technical battle. And that's what I want to happen. So I'm hoping this fight Saturday, I can show my skills. We can go the distance. I can have a good barn burner. I don't really know anything about this guy. I know that he's big,
yeah.
and I know that he swings hard. That's all I know, and that's fine by me.
Yeah, man. I think a couple of things I'll say as well is like, because I know you had like your before your last one, you had a fight. I think it was Vinny Baldwin, I think, which was
Yeah, yeah,
like a first round finish, which obviously, like, I think it's a catch-22 because I think first round finishes are great for people watching because they want excitement, they want to see you finish. But when you've gone into a fight and you've had a hard camp, you've trained and you cut through someone like a knife through butter, sometimes you almost feel like you didn't get to show all of your skills. You didn't get
yeah,
to show everything you're capable of. And you kind of want, it's like you kind of want an opportunity to go the distance, to see whether you can go the distance, to see how you fare going 3 rounds, to see how your body holds up. You want to be under some adversity. You want to
yeah,
have something to overcome. And hopefully in this next fight, that's something that you're looking to do. So I know they said you were meant to fight Wes Crane before. Obviously, that fight didn't take place. God willing,
yeah.
everything goes smooth with this one. Is that a fight that you're looking to revisit afterwards?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, again, it depends when. I think he's a fusion champ, so the next fusion I think after this will be November maybe. Um,
Yeah,
you know, it depends if what comes up at that point. Because obviously K1's not my aim. So if it comes up that
yeah.
there's an MMA fight by then, and me and my coach have looked, you know, I've been training well, I've been getting better. He thinks, you know what, yeah, we'll put you back in. You can do MMA. I'm gonna take that. But if he says, listen, just do this K1 fight, you know, you can have that. Fucking yeah, all day. Get me that belt, mate.
But this is, but do you know what the problem is, though? I'll say here's the problem, Callum. Yeah. If you have this K1 fight and you have a really excellent showing, which I expect you to have, everyone's going to be asking for you to fight these other K1 guys. You go there at your natural walking around weight, you have a tremendous showing to say, do you know what, instead of going back to MMA for now, just for the moment, let me just have maybe another one. Let me have one more. Let me have two more. If you go and have an amazing showing, are you sure you're going to be
Mm.
able to just say, "Oh, don't worry about that K1. I'll go straight back to MMA."
Yeah, bro, 100%. I love MMA. I spar MMA every week. Every week
Yeah,
I'd rather fight in the little gloves. You know, even in the gym, I feel like I'm a different animal in the gym. Like my wrestling,
yeah.
my you know chain wrestling, linking the stance to the wrestling, and then for some reason I haven't been able to put it together in the cage, and that's something I need to work on. I think that's something I need this experience for. You know, I need to get hit. I need to have these wars. And then slowly I can put it together, you know, and get back in there. But yeah, I won't stop fighting MMA. No matter how I enjoy K1, I love K1. It would be nice to switch between the two constantly. You know, if a K1 fight pops up that's nice, I'll take it. MMA that's nice, I'll take it, and then I'll let myself naturally find where I want to be. I just enjoy fighting, man. I could box if I wanted to. I'd do a jiu-jitsu competition. Anything that involves getting punched in the face or strangled is fucking fun.
So for those people that have not had an opportunity to watch any of your fights, give us a breakdown of, I'm going to ask two questions. So one, give us a breakdown of what people can expect from you in K1 as that's your next fight.
In K1, you can expect kicks, lots of kicks, distance, smooth movement, and I'm going to lever these kicks into his fucking thigh, into his chin, into his belly. He's going to be horrible. I'm going to dig my toes into his stomach. I'm going to wrap my shin around his chin, and he's going to hate every minute of it.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, CB, I love it. I love it. Do you know what is all these
That's
shows? Yeah, I'm trying to force myself onto these shows and force them to let me commentate because I just love having the best view in the
yeah,
house of watching a tear up. I just love it.
yeah,
I
bro.
just love fights, and I'm like, I'm bougie, so I'm like, I want the best seat in the house. So wherever the best seat in the house is, I'm like, I want that seat. So I just want to make sure that I'm in that beautiful position. Why has this thing just removed you from my screen? How dare they? Oh no. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to carry on talking until Callum comes back.
He's just dropped out.
Okay, so Callum has dropped out. Okay, so basically, just explaining to everyone what's happened. What's happened is that I started screaming with excitement, and Callum's internet connection couldn't handle my screaming. Do you see what I'm saying? Once Big A starts screaming, the internet connection is shaky. So Callum, I was explaining to everyone what happened. I was saying we were talking, and when I started screaming, your internet connection was like, whoa, bit too much,
That's
mate.
what it was.
Chill yourself out.
It's the energy, bro.
You know,
it's the energy, bro. I can feel it. The internet can feel it.
Listen, guys, these internet companies can't handle the energy, lads. These internet companies can't hack it. They can't hack it, lads, yeah? But it's all right. It's all right. So cool. So we spoke about what they're going to expect from you in K1. Those that have not seen your MMA fights, what should people expect from you in MMA?
To be honest, the exact same. I want to keep it standing. Yeah, I want to keep it standing. You know, that's no... Everyone knows that. Everyone I fight knows that. Everyone I've fought has tried to take it down. Always the way, bro.
Yeah. That is wild. We're hoping he comes back. Because the internet is dropping in and out. But it's okay for now. You get to see me. So hi guys, I'm Ahmed Tijani, tall, dark and handsome. Chocolate man over here. You know, doing an interview.
Ahmed Tijani could do with a trim, but yeah, that's just my professional opinion.
Bro, listen, it's coming on Thursday. On Thursday, it's early.
That's just, do you know what I mean? That's some like his device is not connected, so.
Okay, yeah. So he dropped off. Do you know what it was? We were right. We were right at the end. I literally wanted to explain one more thing and then say goodbye, and it's dropped off. So I'm like, I don't know if he's gonna reconnect or what.
Then that's what I'm checking here. Device not connected.
Look at this. Is this not friendship? Yeah. Is this not friendship? Sid cannot come and do it, and Usman is coming in and helping facilitate the interview himself.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be cooking downstairs. Do you know what I mean? Wait, we're not on live though. Oh, we're on live.
Yeah, for sure. But by force, they're gonna have to edit this bit out.
Exactly. Do you know what I mean? So.
Yeah, you commented on my trim, so that must be edited out immediately.
Yeah, that's right. Wait, then let me just. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's back.
We're
He's
back.
back. He's back. He's back. He's back.
I don't have a Scooby. What's going on,
man?
I've got full bars.
No, listen.
Full Wi-Fi.
It happens. It happens. But what's it called? So we got you to describe what type of fighter you are in K1, type of fighter you are in MMA. So, and I'm sure, listen, everyone loves a bit of stand-up. Everyone loves hands, legs flying all over the place. So I feel like people are going to be excited to watch you fight. Can you tell us what is your Instagram for those people that want to follow your journey over there?
It's Callum Edwards MMA, so you can get on me on Instagram, have a look through what I've got. I think it's private at the moment, but I'll make it public.
Listen, I'm just saying, like, I was not happy that it was private. I was not happy that it's private. Callum, people want to follow you and follow your journey. You better free up the thing. Free up the thing for the people them that want to follow you, okay?
I know, man.
And
I know.
Cool. So for those people that are not able to make it to the fight live, please go on MMA TV live. You can download that pay-per-view, watch the fight. What's the date of it? What's the date of it so I don't get it wrong?
15th of July.
There we go.
This
Saturday, 15th of July. If you can't be there live, go on MMATV.com and you can download the pay-per-view to watch this man right here handle his business. Callum, it was a pleasure. We thank you very much and we wish you all the best with Saturday. Take care, brother.
Thank you, bro. Cheers.